Welcome student for the Generate AI and its technique course. In this session we are going to discuss about GAN training. There are two types of modules are associated with an GAN. One is a generator and discriminator. With the help of a generator we can generate a synthetic data set from a random noise. A data set which we are going to generate are text data, image data, video data and audio data. Then with the help of a discriminator where we can classify the given data as a fake data and real data. With the help of a discriminator back propagation model, we can improve the dataset quality. Main objective of GAN is to produce a high quality dataset where that high quality dataset can be used for a testing purpose. There are two modules are associated with an GAN training process. One is an generated training, next one is an discriminated training. With the help of an generated training, where we can generate an synthetic data set. For generating a synthetic data set where we need to produce a random noise, where this random noise may be in text, image, voice and video. These kind of data sets can be provided input towards a generator, and the generator will produce an data set, synthetic data set, where the synthetic data set can be given input towards a discriminator. Then discriminator will classify the data as an fake data or else an real data based on an class labels. In discriminator training process, there are two types of data sets are given input towards an discriminator. One is an generated data, which is an fake data. Next one is an real data. For a discriminator training process, random noise from a random noise we can produce a synthetic data set with the help of a generator, and these synthetic data set are given input towards a discriminator, and parallelly original data set also given input towards a discriminator, and discriminator will classify the given data as an synthetic data or else an fake data based on an class labels. If discriminator is unable to identify the given data as an fake data and real data means, then we need to loop back those data set towards an generator until we receive an 100% accuracy. These are the steps associated with an GAN training process. First step is an initializing and generator parameter. Next one is an initializing and discriminator parameter. Next one is we need to select an optimizer. Next we need to define the learning rate and batch size. After that, where we need to feed an real data set. Once if we are feeding a real data set means, then we need to provide the class labels for the given data set as a real data set. Then we need to generate a fake data set from a random noise. With the help of a random noise, then we can generate a fake data set which is called as a synthetic data set. Once synthetic data set has been generated means, then we need to train the discriminator. While training a discriminator, the fake data which is called as an synthetic generated data are labeled as an 0 and real data are labeled as an 1s. Once a labeling process has been completed means, then with the help of an discriminator we can classify whether the given data as an fake data or else an real data, like that. Once discriminator is unable to classify whether the given data as an fake data and real data means, then those data will be back propagated towards an generator until we receive a 100% accuracy. In training the generator, new sets of fake image has been generated without any class labels. After creating a fake image, then without using any class labels, then those data has been given input towards a discriminator. If discriminator is able to classify whether the given data as an fake data and real data means, then no problem. Once the discriminator is unable to classify whether the given data as an fake data and real data means, then those data will be given input towards and back towards an generator until we receive an 100% accuracy, where step 2 to step 7 where we need to iterate until we receive an 100% accuracy. This is an algorithmic approach for training and GAN. First one is where we need to initiate an generator. Next, we need to initiate an discriminator. Then we need to find an optimized model. Then we need to repeat the steps. First, we need to generate and sample fake data set with the help of a generator. Next, we need to provide an sample real image. Then those sample real image and sample fake image, where we need to provide with a proper class label, where real data set has been labeled as n1 and fake data set has been labeled as n0. Then after completion of labeling process, then if we produce a new data means, then that new data has been given input towards a discriminator. After providing a new data towards a discriminator, if discriminator is able to classify whether the given data has been fake data means, then no problem. If discriminator is unable to classify whether the given data is an fake data means, then we need to train the generator until we receive a 100% accuracy. These are the challenges faced by an GAN model. Model can be collapsed and gradient problem can be occur, training instability can be occur, and non-convergence can be occur, and model can be overfitted sometimes. These are the challenges faced by an GAN. In order to summarize what is meant by GAN training, GAN contains two phases. One is a generator, next one is a discriminator. With the help of a discriminator, where we can classify whether the given data is a fake data and real data. With the help of a generator, we can produce a high quality synthetic data set. With the help of a back propagation method, we can produce a high quality data set with an feedback approach. With the help of an GAN training process, where we can provide a high quality data which can be used for a testing purpose. Thank you.